Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be cooking, I am indeed. Do you know what, the cold weather's coming, winter's on the horizon and it's just cold and miserable and I hate this time of year. So I've decided to cook some good old heartwarming delicious beef stew. Now, gotta love a beef stew. It was my favourite growing up as a kid and I've just thought, why not? It's really cheap to make, there's going to be loads left over to put in the freezer, so it's delicious, heartwarming food that you're going to have leftovers with and you can freeze, and it just works out really cheap and it's just delicious. So without further ado, let's have a look at those ingredients we're going to need. Right, so the ingredients that I'm going to be using today is some diced beef. I've got about 750 grams there, some potatoes, some carrots, some parsnips, some onions, some Swede, some Worcestershire sauce, some salt and pepper to taste. I've got a tablespoon of rosemary and a teaspoon of thyme, and some stock. I've got the Knorr stock pots for this one. You can, sometimes I use these, sometimes I use OXO cubes, just all depends. Now later on you're going to need some corn flour, and pretty soon you're going to need some flour, just some plain flour. So that's all the prep work done. Didn't want to bore you with that. I'm just going to say how cheap this is going to work out. The beef, I buy my meat from a local meat wagon that comes around once a week, and I think I paid about, and bear in mind I've used some of this, I paid about £5 for a big bag of diced beef, so that was good. The veg in total cost me about, it was less than £3. The onions I already added here. The rest of the veg that I bought, I got from Sainsbury's. Now the Swede cost me 57p. Big bag of carrots was 40p. The parsnips were 60p. And I think the potatoes that are soaking in water that you can't see are £1.5 a bag, I think, because all the veg that I buy from Sainsbury's, if I buy from there, it's all the wonky stuff, the imperfect stuff, so that saves you a few quid. Right, so let's start this baby. I'll see you over at the cooker. Right, so I've got some plain flour. I'm going to take my beef, just chuck it in the flour. Then, just going to coat it with the flour. Pan's on whilst I'm doing this. Right, once that's all nicely coated, chuck it in the pan. Right, now the meat is in the pan, just going to cook that just so it's lightly sealed. Now what that flour will do, it helps seal the meat and it'll also act as a bit of a thickener for the stew a bit later. Now, I don't want to cook this all the way through. Right, slow cooker's on. Start adding everything in. So in goes the beef. chuck in some potatoes. That'll do. Carrots and swede. Actually, tell a lie, that was actually carrots and parsnips. There's the swede. There's my onions. Herbs next, rosemary and thyme. Now it does look a lot, but it will pop down, it will shrink. Also gonna chuck in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, roughly. I don't know. That is the good thing with this recipe. This stew, you could just chuck whatever you want in any amounts. But I have used for the carrots, parsnips and swedes about 450 grams, around that sort of weight. Just get in there, give it a bit of a mix. Now we can start adding our stock. And then you just put the lid on and wait. I'm going to cook this on a high heat for about 5 hours. I'll check it after a couple of hours, add more stock if I need to, but apart from that, we just wait. Right, so it's about halfway through cooking time. I've added more stock, but that's just my personal preference. I like a lot of juice, I like a lot of liquid. It looks quite thin at the moment, but it will thicken up at the end, trust me, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that in a bit. But it's all coming along nicely, it's all beginning to soften up. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so we are almost done. Now, I'm going to thicken this up a little bit, get some corn flour, mix it with some water and make a little slurry. I just pour some in the stew. Then give it a stir. Depending on how thick you want your juice, can add a bit more. I always add this gradually, as you can always add more if you want it thicker, but you can't really take it away. Just gonna leave that now for 5 minutes and then that's it, we are done. We can dish that up. And here we go, the finished product. Look at that. Lovely lumps of meat, potatoes, carrots, sweet parsnips, onions, big chunky pieces. The juice, the gravy as some people call it. I just go with juice. Nice and thick, herby. Look at that. Tell you what, let's get some in a bowl. Give it a taste. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Obviously you don't have to have it this thick. You can have it thicker if you like. You can have it thinner if you like. You can add whatever ingredients you like. There's no special way of cooking this. There's no special amount. You know, you're not making a cake. Just chuck it in, whatever you've got. You want celery in there, add celery. You can add peas, you can add whatever you like. Wow. Right, let's just give this a go. Hot, thick, I've had this cooking on high for about 6 hours, I think. You want the vegetables more crunchy, a bit less. Again, you want them softer, you want them to go in the mush a bit longer. Well, however you want this dish is how you make it. It is. I love this. I do love this. Let's try some of the meat. Meat's lovely and soft. Just to die for. Really is. Love a good stew. Right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to scoff this down and probably have another bowl or two after. But hey, that's the joys of it all. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've certainly enjoyed making it and I'm certainly going to enjoy eating it. But I hope it's helped you out. I'll leave all the details in the video description below if you need a sort of rough guide where to start if it's your first time. But that's it from me. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm out of here. Take care. And I'll see you on the next video.